Look, hoist up the thing is my anthem for how boats work.
If anyone should know how boats work and wants me to fill them in, I'm happy to do that meta. But my boy does not know boats.
That's okay. So if you want to start thinking about what they're actually talking about, I gave everybody an index card to make a custom crew member on the boat you guys are on.
By the way, the recording started.
Okay.
There's your 2 minutes.
Hi, Internet.
Hello, Internet. Also,
Hello.
Eric, I'm disappointed. You don't know how magma boats work. Your people don't sail the magma seas underground. What sort of dwarves are you?
Dwarves.
We're the landbound kind.
That is depressing as all hell.
We're the kind that apparently has all the stuff y'all want because you came and killed me.
Mm-hmm.
No one believes me. Keep telling people y'all killed me, and everyone's like, no, that's impossible.
I gotta know that.
I mean, I didn't kill you.
Yeah, you get the free pass.
Exactly.
You get a pass.
Pout is nothing but helpful.
Where were you yesterday, then?
I was making everybody feel better about their pathetic lives.
Okay. So we are all here, and the recording is going. The pieces are spinning for no apparent reason. Y'all ready to get started?
Spin more pieces. Let's spin more pieces.
Let's do it.
And roll some
Take
dice.
your paws off of my pieces.
Wait, I'm sorry. Most important thing for every session.
Why is a card now in my hand?
Because I scored a goal.
Wash, Pout would like to beat Hunter 3 times over the head with his rubber chicken.
I think that's reasonable. I think we could vote for that to be a thing.
It's great because every time I hit him and hit her and Hunter takes a wound, I draw a card so I can keep smacking.
How do I edit this card?
Right click.
Yep.
And
you
then
right
on
click,
the
and then at the
bottom.
bottom of it is like a thing that you edit in.
Are these Windearney?
They don't have to be, but most of them are.
Are there any naming conventions for Windearney?
Ziggy, you didn't fill yours out yet?
I just got here.
Ziggy, not you.
Oh.
What? What'd you say?
Windearney use the port name of their ship in face of a family name. Landbound Windearney will use the name of their primary port where they make their home. The bond of blood generally isn't acknowledged in the name. Yeah, okay. Male name examples: Adark, Borgal, Kornda, Hakir. Female name examples: Baridi, Dalu, Imari, Tarisi.
I'm good. His name is
Okay, cool.
Borgle.
Wait, did you just say Khaleesi was an option?
Parisi.
What's the port closest to us called?
Pyre.
Borgle Pyre.
Should we move our cards forward so that you now have them when they are finished?
Sure. That would be helpful, actually. Although you will have a chance to introduce them all to everybody. All right. Everybody have their card filled out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ziggy?
I believe so.
I'm almost
Your
ready.
card is not filled out in the slightest, Iggy.
Oh, sorry. My mistake. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go with the classic.
Oh dear.
What do you call it when people are like man's man cheerful?
Define
What?
Man, cheerful.
Like
Himbo?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh.
Boisterous, exuberant.
Gregarious.
Hilarious. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Okay. I'm done with Borgle. He's ready to
Okay.
go.
Borgle.
Borgle fire.
Z, let me know when you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yep.
Sorry,
Your
sorry.
boy Borgle. Y'all, if my character dies, I'm coming back as Borgle.
Sounds good.
/ when my character dies. I'm now actually racing to kill my character.
Oh no.
Are you trying to beat Izzy?
Get in line.
I don't think I might be able to beat Izzy. I don't think I can
Well,
beat you, Nick. You're too far
Nick
ahead.
is currently winning. He's one ahead of everybody. Well, he's
I
one
am
ahead of
currently
everybody.
winning, but I actually have a semi-defensive combo now.
I'm still shocked you died during what was supposed to be an RP session. Even Dan has not achieved that.
I would blame that more on Wash.
Yeah, some stuff happened.
And yet the blame is...
strictly an RP session.
And yet I'm still ahead in the race.
And yet Nick is going to be the one to blame. Wash, before we leave Pyre, I need to, get everybody to be really happy by burning all my sparks. So I'll come back again like 3 more times, just so I'm still in this race.
No.
Unfortunate.
Izzy was
There
like,
are
I would like these
guidelines for
sparks and
allowing.
watch-
There are guidelines for allowing players a convenient death if they feel like they need to catch up or if other things. I will not let you burn sparks just cause to kill yourself.
Izzy, be proud of your silver medal.
I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, mystery quirk. I forgot the mystery quirk. Is that something that we?
Melt's really killing himself on stage tonight.
He actually broke a leg. All of them.
I'm pretty
Several
sure
we there didn't know he had.
Pout came back and doesn't really have legs anymore.
His performance just really burned the house down.
Ah!
Remind me what we were for the mystery slash quirk.
Wait, also, are
It's
you
just the mystery
serious?
/ quirk of the character.
Is
Oh.
it serious that Pout does
Oh,
not have legs?
okay. I'll just cut my demeanor in half because that. Yeah.
You could say his act went up in smoke.
Hey.
Hey.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Okay.
Let's say.
What? Okay. The dread takes many forms. Most of its manifestations are isolated incidents that target individual communities, but there is one major exception: the Bone Legion. Over the last 3 years, this army of the dead has ravaged the Summer Shore, the Windirni, recently the Grimwald, and reports from all over come in every day. The Imperial Army has clashed with the Bones multiple times, but it has always come up short. And even now the Bone Legion continues its slow march deeper into the Empire, heading towards the capital. That is not why you are here today. After the eventful quote-unquote downtime session of last week, Winter has brought your wing aside after Pout was filled in about the infiltration of Dawn Command, and she is worried. Phoenixus, she will be talking to you individually, kind of in a... she will be summoning you guys to kind of a secure room, if you will, to discuss your mission. I appreciate your discretion over these last few days in not revealing widely how seriously our security was penetrated in the planning area. But I'm doing my best to take steps to counteract this influence. And she says that she's pacing up and down the room in her high-heeled shoes that you guys gave her. And there's a click-clack that is audible I am reviving an old project, and seeing as you are all in the know, you seemed like the logical choice. If Dawn Command has indeed been compromised, steps shall be taken to form a backstop. There is an area that is not well known even within Dawn Command, even within the Marshals. And until I know how we were infiltrated, I believe having a fallback position would be prudent. I am sending you with one of our ships, the Wind Serpent, to escort a Flamekeeper. Only you and her are to know the true mission. Her name is Palette, and you will be escorting her to a hidden area to reignite it to be used as a backup location, a fallback, or refuge should something happen to Pyre itself. Only very high-ranking Shrouded have known of this location in the past. I trust you all to keep this information close to the chest. Do you have questions?
There could be any threat at this location?
It will be an interesting journey. It is in the Windirni Isles. Currently nearby occupied territory, but I believe the captain and I have come up with a interesting route to get you close.
Understood. And if we're attacked, the primary objective is to get to the area and secure it?
Indeed. And to do so as inconspicuously as possible. The area may be... we do not have concrete intelligence reports on the area, aside from the fact that bones, well, at least one variety of them, are there. Once you get it...
What information is the ship's captain and crew going to be given about this?
They're going to be given a target island. The Windirni is a sizable archipelago. They were only too happy to volunteer, as most of them still want to see their home again, and they didn't ask many questions. They are willing to help out in any way that you require, especially since your mission is close to home.
Sounds good to me.
We have a direction. Let's be off.
And hopefully we could direct them to... Okay, so we're going to skip forward a little bit to you guys have been on the seas, because you can't just teleport there with a flame this time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been on the seas for about 3 days on the ship Wind Serpent. Any of you who have gotten to know the crew will have been able to glean the ship's private name. Windirni ships have a public name for registries and casual use, and kind of a private or family name that is sort of a story name, which is generally some more information about it. The full name of the ship is the... Where is this thing in my notes? Of course, the one thing I didn't write down in a codified manner ahead of time.
Names are the bane of us all.
Here we go.
The public enemy.
The Fine Wind Serpent won over a hand of 4 kings.
Won over a hand of 4 kings?
Won over winter with a hand of 4 kings.
That's the name of the ship?
Mm-hmm. That's its story name.
You can bet I'm going to ask about the story for which captain managed to beat her.
Yeah.
And there have been a few interesting characters on the ship. Why don't you each introduce one of them?
I guess I'll start. We have Boss and Tibby. Tibby Haven. He's a morning person who likes things neat and tidy, and he's also in charge of the deck, which makes just great times for everyone involved. But like when his shift is over, he parties hard and passes out by like 8 p.m., 9 maybe. He's got a lot of scars from some sort of disease and a broken nose. If you ask him how he got it, the story changes every time. And weird thing, he has like a crate of mangoes that are his private cash, do not touch. And the crew respects this.
Original mangoes. Do not steal.
My mangoes.
Continuing.
So there's also Borgle Pyre. He's a giant man, lots of muscle. He's very gregarious. They usually put him on the sails because it doesn't matter that he's blind in his left eye when he's hauling sails because you just pull. And he's also a really big dude, so he tends to lead shanties. He also has impeccable hearing and near perfect pitch, so he's very good at the whole shanty thing. Near perfect, not perfect. Near
I'm
perfect.
hearing very good, but in chronic pain for how folk songs tend to
He's
go.
always just a little bit sharp.
Just a little bit sharp.
He has perfect pitch for a folk singer.
Ooh, okay. Next up is Gribbles. He has a huge red pockmarked nose, one eye, and what appears to be an extra row of teeth in his mouth. Not that you know, because he never really opens his mouth. He always speaks in grumbling non sequiturs, but always does everything with a silent competence. He is always behind you when you call for him. And no one can understand what he says.
And
Like mumbler or whispering?
No, in that he's just everything he speaks is like incomprehensible because he speaks in non sequiturs.
He's the
Because
hot
when
club farmer.
you ask him, "Ahoy, Ensign Gribbles, how are you today?"
oh, I was
He's a
expecting.
trap rapper. Got it.
I was expecting like deep Scottish right there that no one could actually understand.
I'm hearing him as the
No,
hot
not a
farmer.
brogue, just grumbling nonsense.
Okay. And last up, we have Pantsless Pete the Pantsless. Very large, rotund man with a blue and red striped shirt. And he always wears a long navy duster as he does his work. A very cheerful individual. Happy and carefree, but he does enjoy a healthy breeze between his nethers. And he's apparently running from the law. He's been arrested for public indecency every time he makes port. So he stays in international waters as often as possible.
Well, he should stop trying to manufacture alcohol then.
The Pantsless Avenger apparently does rise again.
Some other notable names, because there's like 30 to 40 people on the crew for different shifts and keeping a ship running, but you guys have gotten to know some of the others. There is the captain, who's fairly aloof. He doesn't like talking much. His name is in fact Kupo. There's also Caliban the cook, who's a big fat Elonian man who loves throwing olive oil into everything. You've got Baylern the carpenter. He's always got kind of dandruff made out of sawdust, even when he's not working on things. There's Malu, a deckhand. She's pretty maudlin, keeping to herself. We've got the first mate, Farthari, who is muscle-bound. She's got an eye patch. She tends to carry around an axe and a grapple on a stick. She is terrible at cards and sings completely off pitch, but no one criticizes her.
Oh no.
Yeah. There's apprentice Sark, who is young and enthusiastic. He was actually born on this boat. There's quartermaster Nijani, who's bald, a little older, very authoritative. The joke is that he has carved hide for skin because he's got very kind of thick, leathery skin. And there is the flame adept Palette, who you guys are escorting. She's 22. She's kind of got curly black hair. She's a person of color. She tends to diffuse tension with humor, and her eyes are different colors. So that's kind of what's going on. You guys are getting pretty close to your destination today. There's some commotion on the deck as people are running around, and as the dawn's breaking, you can kind of see the island that you guys are headed towards approaching quickly as your vessel gets closer. You guys have a few minutes to kind of finalize your plans, talk to any of the crew members you want to. Have at it.
Gamekeepers, phoenixes.
Hmm?
Are
No. Flamekeepers, you guys got a little bit of this more explicitly in Mission 1, so I'll repeat it for you, Eric. So Ares are basically smaller versions of the Imperial Flame dotted throughout the Empire. Most of them are out. There's maybe 8 that are still running right now. They are places of power that Phoenixes can teleport to from the Grand Area with the help of Cinder. He's the only one who can do that right now, which is part of the reason that he's not going on missions. The flames are linked to the life force of a Flamekeeper, who are people who have studied intensively for a long time, usually, or whoever's shown some aptitude because we don't have time to look for quality while the Dread's attacking. They literally link their life force, so if the flame goes out, the Flamekeeper dies, or if the Flamekeeper dies, the flame goes out. And they have to stick within about 3 miles of it for the rest of their lives. So it's not, and there's no real way to break that connection. It's permanent. So it's this young woman is making something of a sacrifice to do this, assuming that you guys can get her there. Palette and you Phoenixes know that you can't exactly get to blah, blah, blah. You can't go directly to where the secret area is, mostly because what little reports you guys do have of the Bones activity in the area is that it's been pretty intense around there. There's no direct sea route. It's nearby, although Palette's the only one given the actual direct information, a lighthouse. So you guys can get pretty close, and you might have to do some island hopping once you're there.
I think during the trip, Hunter is going to actually talk to Palette a bit to make sure she's actually all right with sitting in this area by herself, surrounded by hostiles.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm doing my part, and if anything, it'll keep me out of the direct line of fire, and I can still help. Plus, I have some other reasons. It's assuming that one day and she'll be kind of, she is making sure that you guys aren't being overheard while you have this conversation.
I mean, does she know Pyrean? Because we could just say it in Pyrean.
Nope, only Phoenixes know Pyrean. Mortals can't learn it. Something weird about the tongue and conjugation and.
Neat. I mean, if we need to keep it from being overheard, I can make a skill spread to help her out with this.
Well, assuming that I believe in Dawn Command, and if I do this, I get to be closer to home. And I miss that view from that. I've been in this lighthouse, and I know that if I'm there, Dawn Command will get there sooner rather than later. In fact, over the course of your journey on the ship, yes. So the Windirni on the ship are enthusiastic as hell to help out Dawn Command because their entire home community has, been taken over and lost to various incarnations of the Dread. But they're also a little cranky that it's not a main focus, but they kind of understand. Anyone else want to talk to anybody?
I think Pout is just not used to the ocean, so he is probably sticking his head over the side and just vomiting confetti.
It's good to be confetti or silly string.
And instead of making the usual vomiting sound, it just sounds like a party horn being blown.
Caliban will come over and be like, "What did you eat? My God.
I'm going to turn over, look at him.
You don't even have to eat. What is that? What has filled your stomach so?"
I'm just going to look at him, open my mouth, and as I'm about to say something, confetti. And I'm going to just, like, close my mouth, look at him, look back over the side, and just continue. Just like, I don't know what I ate.
I'm pretty sure it was the piñata.
That would make sense.
I haven't eaten a piñata this week.
Hunter's just going to gesture at Pout with that statement to explain everything to the crew.
Yeah, no, Pout is probably going to, like, seat himself over in a corner somewhere near Gribbles.
Mm-hmm. The captain will come by at one point and just kind of sigh and be like, "There they are, folks. Our saviors, the phoenixes," as you just retch another time.
Yeah, I'm trying to strike up conversation with Gribbles, but between all the confetti, he probably can't understand what I'm saying, and I can't understand him either.
I feel like after that statement, Hunter's going to have to actually have a fun storytelling and magic circle with everyone in the crew who wants to attend.
I like it.
Inspire people to believe that, like, things can get better and we actually are going to get their homes back. It might take some time. It's going to take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but I still believe it will happen.
Meanwhile, this is the absolute happiest you've ever seen Salamander. And he's running around asking the crew about how everything works. And I think that he hangs out with Gribbles a lot because Gribbles also doesn't talk much.
So you're hanging out with Pout?
You
Yeah.
work out a complicated series of grunts to communicate.
Yeah.
I think I'd end up teaching him some really basic Coratan sign.
Aw.
Oh.
Sure, yeah. You could probably replicate that. Yeah.
So that we could, like, talk to each other a little bit. And the first one I teach him is waste of air, and whenever anyone talks to him at length, I sign that at him.
At some point, Hunter's just going to shout, "You don't need that anymore."
And he's gonna sign back, but he does.
He seems like he's doing fine.
You see, you need to open up yourself and be able to communicate more with people, not just through hand signs, but with speaking. It actually reminds me of a tale way, way back. When I was first alive. More confetti.
He's gonna look at
You're gonna,
Gribble
like, pick him
and
up a
sign
dub.
and say, "See what I mean? Complete waste of air."
Headphones.
Salamander nods like that made perfect sense.
You're just lying to yourself and to him.
All right.
Hunter is going to continue showing people the marvel of iced drinks.
Back in the present, as you guys have several hijinks on the way, taking advantage of a chance to kind of socialize normally in what has been a fairly rapidly moving experience since being reborn for all of you. Like I said, it's the day of. You guys are getting close. The captain will summon you together. All right, you landlubbers. We're getting close to our target. Can you give me a little bit more information about where we actually need to convey you on the islands? He's basically been given, okay, we're headed towards this chain, but not like a specific location. Winter is extremely spooked and not spreading around the information of her countermeasures too much until she knows how things got in the first time. So
This is the reason why I asked Winter what the cover story is. Do we know what the cover story is?
The cover story, which is not totally inaccurate, is that there is rumors of an ancient cache of phoenix ash, which is in fact the kind of thing you need to ignite an area. You can't just do it with a flamekeeper. You actually need phoenix ashes. Phoenix ash also is useful for all types of ash sorcery. Any intellect phoenix knows at least the basics of it. And phoenix ash is the ash of a phoenix left after their 7th death specifically. So it's in short supply. Though Winter has told you that there is a cache of that in this secret base that hasn't been touched. It's another reason that she's very interested in getting in there, get another strategic resource. Once you can use it to replicate low-level lessons, you can use it to teleport back to the Imperial Flame from an area.
Okay, but that still puts the actual location we're going at out there in information. Hunter would have brought this up during mission briefing.
The general islands is all of the ship knows about. Once you guys are there, you are supposed to make your way to the base.
Okay, so the idea: do we want them to be waiting for us to return? Is the other question she'd have asked then? Like, is that part of the expectation?
The ship?
Yes.
They're going to be back in a week or two. Basically, they're dropping you guys off on the way to pick up a crew who are in the summer shores.
So, barring an exact cover story, I think that Salamander would suggest that we use putting a bones in a box as a cover story, because he really wants to put a bones in a box.
Okay, I am all for. All right, we need to figure out what's going on with the bones in order to actually put them down permanently.
I'm not sure we have anything heavy enough.
Hunter's gonna point to her box that was loaded in the ship. We're gonna capture one of the ones that looks more mystically important and drag the thing back. So that sorcerers can figure out how to put them down for good.
Can you guarantee the safety of my crew in that case?
It will be incinerated if it's a threat.
Repeatedly.
Let's hope it only takes the once this time. And now, he takes out a map and slaps it down on the table. Let's talk about specifics. Puts his finger on it. Now, there are 3 possible landing positions. Which of them would you like us to... And then, there is a loud explosion. And the ship rocks. There are screams. The sound of rushing water. The smell of smoke and burning flesh fills the air. As you guys are about to get your bearings and begin to step into action as quickly as you can, another explosion rocks the ship just as the captain was raising their hand about to take command. Only pieces of them are left as the room you are in is now open to the sky.
Oh boy.
Well, my new talent is going to make this interesting.
It never fails.
There is yelling, there is screaming. The ship is slowly going down.
That's not good.
So, Wash, through the power of perfect reflexes Hunter was already in motion after the first explosion happened.
Mm-hmm.
To get out, get up, identify the threat, and see what she could do to stop whatever is coming next. What is the battlefield ahead of us?
That is an excellent question. So this would be... this would probably be intellect. Though scouting, observation, all of that stuff definitely applies.
Oh, wonderful. I have scouting and intellect.
I will also say that even with the first explosion, a large number of the crew are already dead.
Oh, boy. And I feel like Hunter's going to try and shout to the others, like, nod to the others, shout in Pyrie, and keep the Flamekeeper safe before bolting out of the door before the second explosion happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scouting doesn't let me also play grace cards on this.
If your specialty says, if your
I
card
may
says,
play grace cards. Oh yeah, I can play grace cards on
Yeah.
anything. So 5, 9. Scouting is 14, 18. I feel like burn 2 sparks for 20. Oh wait, actually no. Can I do this? Card. Oh, actually, card is less valuable than sparks. And a big thing is Hunter's been training in meditation and knows how to trick her own mind into focusing on what's really important right now to stunt mind trick into this.
Okay.
I will grant you that. So what's your actual goal? To figure out what happened?
Survey the battlefield, figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay.
I'm at 23 right now.
Okay. So, as you zip around the ship at super speed, as is your wont as a forceful, and with mind trick going to kind of cut through any sort of things that would obscure your sight, you see a lot of death. There are more dead crew members than living ones at the end of the first explosion, and the second one just makes that situation worse. You manage to do a kind of run through. This ship is not going to remain afloat very long. One of the you guys were going to be using one of their 2 longboats to kind of get ashore. That was part of the plan. The other one is destroyed, and as you're getting close to check on that and the Flamekeeper, you see something glinting in the water. It seems the ship hit a mine. There is no history of mines in living memory or of any kind in this area. The second explosion ripples through the ship and pushes you back, smacking you against the very solid oak of the ship as water begins to rush in.
I am going... Ziggy, I'm going to force you to burn a spark to blast that message to the entire wing telepathically.
Sure. Oh, one of the pool sparks.
It is one of your talents, Devoted Bond. It's any spark.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the to burn.
I don't think it has to be committed.
to burn 1 spark in the pool. So yeah.
No, it just says burn 1 spark. I don't think it has to be in the pool, but either way, I think that is
devoted bond. Everything in devoted bond refers to the stuff in the sparks that you commit to the pool. So so you're burning 1 spark in the pool with that. Okay.
To make sure everyone is aware of everything Hunter has just seen and realize about what's going on.
Some very quick things. The captain is extremely dead. These are the remaining living crew members. Some of them are very injured. The young apprentice is in fact in shock, and people are having trouble getting him to really react or rouse him. The cook has an extremely broken leg and is having trouble moving. The bosun is kind of keeping things together and kind of trying to coordinate people as best he can. Like I said, there is 1 boat. There is 1 kind of longboat that can be used to escape this particular area. There's 1 problem with it. It can only fit 8 people.
How many people are left alive?
10 plus you, so 14.
How far from shore are we?
A bit of a ways. It would be swimmable, but it'd be difficult. You'd have to do decently on the check. And also there are injured here. And guess what? The ship is sinking rapidly. You guys have until this clock runs to 0 to decide what happens.
It's counting up, not counting down.
It's counting down.
Okay.
Here you go.
I think that we
When
should
that
take
hits
the boat.
0, whatever's in the boat stays, and also medical supplies and food will take up a seat.
I think one of the first ones is Hunter's something about how confident are you in your swimming ability?
Pout is going to look at his arms and legs, which are now mostly balloon animals, since he has died so many times. Just because, like, I'm pretty sure I could float.
Chronicle's gonna at least start taking like the younger folks into the boat.
Mhm.
So that'll be probably Sark and who else? The Flame Adept, I guess.
Yeah, I think the Flame Adept definitely has to come with us.
So Sark and the Flame Adept, I think. Yeah, he's gonna put them in the boat.
Tell you what, guys. This big white box here. Anything that's getting inside a boat, please put inside it. And I'm gonna move your guys' tokens out. But if you want to be in a boat, put yourself in there.
Not want to be in the boat.
And you said that the 8 slots do include us or don't include us?
They do not include. So if you guys get in the boat, you would take up slots.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like the 2 strength-based people might be able to actually swim it in the party.
Yeah, that's distinctly possible.
Pout is confident in his ability to swim.
Pout does float.
Salamander is overconfident in his ability to not breathe.
Yeah, so... Oh, that's right. Yeah, we don't need to breathe, do we?
No,
Salamander, there are mines and we don't want you, like, washed out into the middle of the ocean. Do you know how to swim?
no. He doesn't know how to swim.
Yeah.
Get
Okay.
in the boat. Here's what the mines look like. Blow them up at a distance.
By the way, the muscle-bound first mate is kind of in. Take some of the others. I'm the ranking member. They deserve to get to safety. It's very Captain goes down to this with the ship.
Sure.
No, no one's going down. We're getting everybody off of this. Just pile into the boat. Everybody. Pout's just going to start picking up people and throwing them into the boat.
Don't do that.
Hunter's going to ask the first mate if there are any things that are small or a letter he wants to write. To be delivered afterward.
First mate, is there anything that floats on this boat besides the long boat?
There's, the pieces that are now scattered around the ship floating in the waves. Like, the ship itself is going down because it's taking on water, but, like, the wood will stay buoyant for a bit.
Can Pout just go to the
How
side?
about the mast?
Yeah, can I just start breaking up part of the ship that I know is going to float so we can, like, extend the dinghy? So, like, there's
Well,
something...
also, the jib is on fire, by the way.
Will
Let's
the
just
mast
make a-
float so that, like, the boat can go out and come back and get more survivors?
You guys are far enough away that anybody who's not in the boat in the next, looks like 3 minutes, is probably not going to make it.
I think that we should take a piece of the deck off. The boat's going down. Let's just burn a circle into the deck and then keep people on that. We'll pull it behind the longboat and we'll get everyone to shore.
Okay, so you're kind of trying to throw a raft together, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Or is
I'm
there...
trying to Titanic this.
Yeah, or is there a rope that just, like...
So going out to pull together enough pieces to kind of make an additional piece of shelter is a
No.
strength what?
I just want to burn a hole, like burn a circle, and then have part of the deck float up as it goes down.
Oh.
I'm taking a whole piece out of this because that's my specialty.
Okay. I'd say that would be an intellect spread for very specific application of fire that won't make the current situation worse.
I feel like we want the medical supplies given how many are already injured.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the medical supplies in the boat as this white token.
Let's see.
All right, half of your slots are taken. You have about a minute and a half left.
Is Salamander coming on the boat or no?
I am not coming on the boat. I am making this spread to take a piece of the deck up.
Okay.
Gotcha.
We are...
For the other 4...
Hunter is all for trying to save everyone, me out of character. Boy, is this a bad idea.
Yeah.
We-
I think we want to throw the strong people in the boat to row then.
Yeah,
Sure.
Borglepire then.
Borgel, where's the very strong crew member that was described?
That was the first mate, I think.
That's
The one
Borglepire.
who's insistent that she stay behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw the dude in mourning in there. You've got more to live for. Kick him in, Spartan. Kick him into the boat.
Eric,
Few more
give
slots.
me that intelligence check so I can tell you how well you do.
I'm working on it. So I've got
Cool.
3, 2, so 8, 11.
You could only take 3 cards in a spread.
What? I'm burning a spark to add a card. I can do that.
Nice.
And then I can also use a grace as an intellect. And then I would like to apply my background in fire, destruction, and general mayhem at this.
I'll take it. That's +5.
Which puts us at a 16.
Very nice.
And I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
We have 8 slots already, so
All right. 5, 4.
Vicky, can you?
3,
Wait, you said 16, Eric?
1.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
16.
So
can we
with
do
that 16,
Eric, at all for better.
Eric, which 3 people are on your makeshift floating hunk of wreckage? You're one of them.
I guess I'm bringing Gribbles because he's my friend.
yeah, Gribbles.
The first mate doesn't want to come. So I'm bringing the bosun.
Okay. And where are the phoenixes at the moment?
I believe.
So it looks like
I think
it looks like Chronicles in the boat.
Chronicles in the boat.
Yeah.
I think Hunter believes she can swim this.
Okay.
Pout doesn't, but he's going to try anyway.
Okay, so Out and Hunter are on team swimming.
So something I wanted to mention to you guys too, just so you know, while you guys don't need to breathe, if water gets in your lungs, it does fucked up things to your firepower source.
Well, I'm literally going to take my rubber chicken and just wrap it around my mouth and nose.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to ask. Can I freeze us platforms to get to shore because I have a continuous cold damage and ranged attacks?
I don't think fast enough.
Okay, but would this help at all for the spread to get?
The other reason for the timer is you guys can't add more mitigation at this point.
Okay.
No, this is for our swim check, not mitigation.
That. Okay. So it seems like Balin the Carpenter, the first mate, and Pantsless Pete the Pantsless are sinking into the depths. Okay, so
As said, I would have asked them if there's anything they want us to bring with them for letters or notices to people, but
You did ask
the first
that
mate,
before
yes, you
that
did.
time.
The first mate will have handed you a scrawled note and her eye patch.
that would be in the boat.
Okay, that does not take up a space. Okay, so before we do anything else, just to kind of front load this, those of you who are swimming, please make a strength spread for me. Strength or grace. Nope, it just says grace. Okay, I say strength or grace.
That sounds more like strength than grace.
Yeah.
I have
Strength
athletics.
or grace. Strength or grace.
is an option. Yeah.
I am saying or.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my spread. First off, I've survived worse than this. I'm going to make it to that island from survivor trait.
Not to be too much of a nudge. I did say strength or grace. Do you have something that's letting you use them both?
Yes, I can play. So I can play things as grace spreads if or anything as
If
grace.
your specialties are involved.
Traveler, I actually know how to swim. Or traveler or scouting, I feel like are the two that I could probably justify for that.
I'm not sure with just raw swimming that those apply right now.
Okay.
Let's see. Whoever is swimming that has the lower amounts,
Do you want me-
Okay, so
use.
you said strength or grace, then I can play any card as grace regardless if it's real suit, so I guess I'm playing a grace spread.
Sure.
Can I justify a survivor as a stunt?
Yes. Survivor is going to be a 5 here.
Okay, I'm also going to play inspiring for being willing to take this risk on myself, burning a spark to let everyone else draw a card.
Where to run back up.
Draw.
Yeah, we're not in combat, so you guys do get to draw up immediately after you make spreads right now.
Cool.
Can I stunt this? Let me think. 5, 10, I'm at 13. Oh wait, actually, I don't even need to stunt this. Does anyone who's actually safe want to discard a card and draw a new one to let me gain that bonus to my spread because Haunted is in play?
Yeah, I'll discard a card.
Also, Izzy, if you want to start getting your swimming spread together.
I already have it together, but I will start putting it on the table if you wish.
Okay. If it is a strength, yeah, you can probably also use
Athletics
pretty
was my
easily
plan,
here,
yeah.
Cool.
Ziggy, what you giving me?
I'm just trying to keep things moving.
What are you at right now?
Prior to your bonus, I'm at 14.
Okay.
If you could give me a +4, I'll burn the 2 sparks to hit 20.
All right. Then yeah, I'll discard Savior since obviously I'm trying to save as many people as I can, and I'll add 5 to your spread.
Sure, I'll burn a spark. I'm at 20.
Okay.
So as Pout jumps into the water, he's gonna like continue to vomit confetti, and he's not feeling good, and he just is so full of piss and anger because the ocean is this mean, cruel mistress, and he fucking hates it. So as he dives into the water, he's gonna start swimming like a madman, even though he never really had full training. So he has a death wish, and he is just pissed off and vengeful at the ocean.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this makes Pout an honorary sailor.
Death Wish will be a +5.
Okay, and let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 16. How much do I get for athletics?
5. All specialties are 5.
I will say for Izzy, because I am trying to direct people from the boat, I will discard Commander to add 3 to your spread.
24 total then.
Okay. You both managed to make it to shore just fine. No penalties or wounds coming up.
Damn it.
Don't worry, you could hurt yourself later.
Pout's just like looking back and like, maybe I should have grabbed someone else. I could have gone the distance.
So you guys are now heading towards the shore. I'm gonna give you some more information. The harbor, yeah. So you guys can either, now that you're getting closer, you can see that there are in fact plenty of bones at the closest grounds that you can see. They are different than most of the ones that have been observed by the what do you call it? By Dawn Command. This card you can look at the back of right here. They're kind of moving around looking like that, crawling all over the shore. So the next question for you guys, in addition to having a chance to, if you want to do anything for the people in your boat who are injured or in shock, you can do that. But the next most immediate decision is, do you guys want to head straight in to the shortest path to your goal? Or do you guys want to try and find a space, a relatively safe spot nearby to make landfall?
I'm assuming the two who are swimming are going to be delayed in this.
They're basically sticking with you guys. So right now, this is 2 phoenixes swimming next to a boat which is towing a raft.
Yeah. I'm gonna say at least find a safe spot for the people who are in the boats that are not us. Like, so they can at least be defensive when they're dealing with the ancient bones.
All right, so we have ancient bones on most immediate landfall. Can we see what the thing we know is the actual target?
There is a lighthouse way off in the distance, but I don't think that your raft and your swimming, nor your swimming muscles, will be able to hold out for that long.
I'd say make landfall not right on top of the ancient bones, but like a ways away where they won't notice us.
I will also say that there was just a large explosion in the middle of the ocean nearby, so...
They're going to notice us either way. It's a question of do they get a shot at us ahead of time, maybe, and then we're right next to them?
The decision is yours.
Do we distract them and let the others make landfall elsewhere?
Yeah, I think we could do that. Keep them safe, Pout's gonna shout to...
So your plan is to split the party?
Yes.
Oh, God.
It's always the best idea. Don't worry, we'll come back and attend to you as spirits. I've been working on some real zingers for you, Chronicle.
I will say if anybody tries to swim directly into the harbor with no other backup, I might just say you die now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of things there.
No, like if you guys go in as a group, you have a decent chance, but just one person swimming there by themselves,
What if it's
just not going to go well, and I'm not going to take the time to run a side session for just one person.
What if it's 2 or 3 of us?
Then
3 of
there
us
will be
is all but one of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's mostly can we do Phoenix's breach this before people who are less able to live get involved or not? Because the answer sounds like it's not.
You can have the Phoenixes land first if you guys want, but the mortals are not holding it together exceptionally well right now. Their leaders went down with the ship or are dead. Several of them are injured, or in some cases, probably bleeding out or having broken bones.
Do we want to use those medical supplies before we land?
There's not enough space.
Okay.
So it seems like all areas...
Does our devoted want to take a wound to immediately throw it back at the enemies from one of the injured?
For passing pain? Not sure. Yeah,
That's actually a good idea. How many people are injured between the 2 boats?
There's 2 in shock, 1 kind of... where is it?
I'm gonna trust the person with the healing specialty to know who's actually injured here.
Yeah, can I see who's the most injured? I'm guessing the person with the broken leg, but...
Yeah, so... Gribbles has a broken leg.
Gribbles?
Yes. Gribbles has a broken leg. Sark is in shock. Malu is in shock. And it looks like Tibby is getting some hypothermia, but like he's insisting that he's fine even as he's shivering.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna deal with the hypothermia first.
Okay.
I don't think you need to. Salamander should just light a fire.
Salamander's in a different boat, I thought.
No.
Nope, Salamander's in that boat.
Oh, he is? Okay. Well,
I am disinclined.
either way, a fire does not necessarily deal with hypothermia, entirely, so...
True.
Yeah.
I'm also disinclined to light a fire on one of the only 2 floating things we have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's also true.
Speaking of boats knowledge.
That's also, I don't know, I had to take a boat safety course and they go over hypothermia, so I second that on maybe fire not the best idea.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna, let's see, I need to... Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna burn 2 sparks to try and to at least transfer or heal the wounds of. Oh wait, I don't need to burn sparks on this, do I? Well, I might need to, but yeah. But for healing, I'll try and deal with the hypothermia first.
Okay.
That's a gray spread, I'm assuming.
I mean, if you're using passing pain, you can just take 2 wounds and just make them safe if you want. If you
Okay.
want to, yeah.
Yeah, that I'll do. I don't think I can pass pain on the broken leg though. So
Okay.
so I'll do the healing spread on that.
Okay. Go for it.
So healing obviously comes into play here, so that's a +5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I can use what? I can use grace cards in any spread. Well, isn't that fucking helpful? Okay. So I'll just do. So that's +5. I'll burn a spark to add 5 with the thought coil. So that'll be +10. So that's 14. I'll burn a second spark to bring that up to 15 to heal the broken leg.
Oh, just 1 card? Interesting.
All I have in my freaking hand is intellect.
No, whenever you make a check, you can immediately draw up because we're not in combat.
Oh, that's right. Well, let's
Also,
see.
Ziggy, shared strength makes you allow. You can use any card as 1 card as a grace card, regardless if it's real suit.
Wait, you can draw up as you're playing cards?
After you make this.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
Unless we're in combat, yes.
All right. Okay. So that changes things. So we'll do that. I was pretty. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I'll just keep on doing this until it stops working. All right.
I think it's you have a hand for a spread. I don't think you get to redraw in the middle of playing your hand.
Correct.
Okay. So I would not get that. Okay.
How many
So
wounds
that's
did you...
still though. That's 4, 7. So that'll be. So that'll be 17.
17.
Yeah.
You're able to kind of
Not
set.
those 2, unfortunately.
You can take some time with the medical supplies when you're on land to kind of treat this more concretely. But sorry, what'd you say the total was again? My bad.
17.
17.
Actually, you know what? I will use one of the sparks from the pool. Well, okay. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17 is actually it's sufficient to kind of set the wound.
No. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend 3 sparks to get that up to 20,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna spend 2 sparks from the devoted bond pool to get 2 sparks back. Oh, sorry, I can't use 2, but I'll use 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. So I'm up to 20.
Okay.
That's a solid one.
Yeah. You are able to get with ample splints available. You are able to kind of set them up with something that'll last for a bit. Obviously, they shouldn't be walking, but it will at least keep them from bleeding out or passing out from intense pain.
No gangrene for you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, wait, you fixed his tongue too?
Oh right, yeah, that was Gribbles.
Okay. And it sounds like your guys' plan was to not go straight into the belly of the beast?
I mean, I don't care one way or another.
I think the plan was, at the very least, Hunter and Pout land first, but we try and land not in the belly of the beast.
Like,
With how many cities we have.
I will also say that if we were playing this in person and had a longer time budget, I'd be okay with you guys splitting the party, but we've got an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, not in the belly of the beast, but more like the anus of the beast.
I was gonna say, the side, the ribs of the beast, but I guess your description works.
Yeah. Ziggy, you took 2 wounds, correct?
It is.
Yes, I took 2.
Okay. You guys give the haunted harbor a wide berth and make your way east. There's an old smuggler's notch that Sark has heard stories about from the captain when he was still alive. That you guys should be able to make a landing in. Harbor is likely to be heavily patrolled, but the walls were breached when the bones attacked, and it won't be as easy as your original plan. But you can make your way in from the land.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. I will need. Where is it? Hey, Anne. Anne? Do you mind doing that in the other room? Sorry. It's in my ear. Uh,
So is
sorry,
that the room?
processing. Yes.
Gribbles is good.
Mm-hmm. I just got distracted for a minute there.
Yeah.
So, who wants to take point on getting you guys to the shore location safely? It is a grace spread.
It should probably be me,
All you.
unless someone has a better in hand.
I might could do it because I'm flush on traits.
I'm like, prior to traits, I can throw down an 11 plus anything else.
I don't have good grace in hand.
Gray spread? Yeah, I can help with that.
Eric, what number you got?
I mean, I've got 3, but I think that I can stunt the hell out of it.
We don't have.
So
We don't have a start card.
For
Well, he's saying he can stunt traits.
oh.
which means
I
I could
have-
also help you.
All right, Eric, I'm going to leave this one up to you for how confident you feel for stunting for you doing it versus me doing it.
Hang on.
Oh, actually, Wash, does scouting help with this?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a +5. It should probably be me because I'm sitting at a 16 in
Okay.
hand prior to anything else.
Do it.
All right. Hunter's taking point because, of course, Hunter's taking point. That is exactly what she does, even though it gets her killed a lot. So, you said a grace spread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus scouting. Also, it feels like time to say disturbing insights. Hunter has, in fact, seen actually a surprising number of battlefields before and different formations, and sees something in the way the bones are set up and the way that they're moving that helps her figure out where to actually try and land everyone without causing problems.
Okay, I like it.
Let's see, I chose Chronicle last time. I think I'm going...
Oh yeah, disturbing insights is a 5 in this case.
Oh my! Okay, so our last secret, everyone, was that Dawn Command was compromised long ago and almost fell, which is... it's fairly disturbing, but we're starting at a low bar. Remember, we're supposed to escalate these secrets for things that we really don't want to know that are nevertheless harrowing. The entire chant chapter notwithstanding. I think, Salamander, what's something disturbing that, as part of this plan, you, reveal?
Is this revealed, out loud, or is this, a paranormal thing that's going on?
I think it's revealed to the party, so, in Pyrian or something. Wash, correct me if I'm wrong.
I kind of like that.
Just a statement you say that, anyone can overhear, but Hunter definitely overhears.
I will say it has to be revealed to at least one other person. It can be the wing. It can be another. It can be one of the survivors. It's just like you are compelled to state a disturbing thing. Disturbing secret. Equal parts disturbing and secret.
Oh, I think I've got one. Can I?
Remember, we're playing a game of slight escalation and chicken. Don't go super hard.
And I am
I have
fine
no
with people making up backstory pieces for this on the spot,
I have
as
no
long as the
idea what y'all
escalation
consider.
continues.
I have no idea what y'all consider disturbing, so I'm likely to over-escalate.
Okay, go with it. I've made a choice.
Okay. Um, Wash, can I have an item of no mechanical significance on me?
Yeah, sure.
While they're attempting to fix the guy on my boat, um, can we call it a compound fracture?
Mhm.
He pulls out a small vial and says, "Drink this." And when they question what it is, he says, "It's a poison that stops the blood." I've had it used on me before by a friend.
Oh no. Ah.
I like it. Okay.
So Salamander wanders around with anti-Viagra. Good to know.
All right.
You know,
Quiet, Captain Boner.
if you ever have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, you know who to talk to.
I'm at 21 now. I'm not sure if this is worth pushing to 30. Team opinions. I can't really push it that much further myself.
I can't aid the pushing, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah.
Okay. Sounds like 21 is it.
Yep.
Okay, with a 21.
I have no idea how y'all are gonna outdo that one. Sorry. I'm looking
Hey,
forward to
Lord.
it though.
There's different sorts of disturbing that we can hit.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know, because I didn't know if that was going to be more disturbing than us having been breached before, because it doesn't affect anything.
Disturbing in the eye of the beholder. Honestly, that's probably more disturbing to the people around you than Hunter. Hunter is probably one of the most pro that in the party.
All right, we're going to keep moving forward now.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys land, you kind of get people together. Here's the thing, guys. There's not really a safe place. Like I said, this is kind of a smuggler's area, but it won't hold together for long. This is the time when I introduce you all to this wonderful mechanic called the buddy system, or how we keep mortals alive. So, you guys can leave people here if you want. I will not guarantee their survival. Very explicitly. Or you can have them travel with you. The way that works is mortals can't really normally stand up to the amount of punishment that phoenixes deal with. So each of them is treated as a buddy for a phoenix. Whenever you guys take damage, you decide whether the mortal takes it or you take it. It must be split as evenly as possible. So if you take 2 damage, the mortal will take a hit.
And that probably kills them, right?
Most of the time, yeah. I will tell you that there are at least one person here that you guys have rescued that is a little bit tougher and may have more than 1 wound.
I have
Also,
my
yes, you do. Yeah, and also, if you ever wanted to give somebody that lovely little charm you've got, Nick, they would gain instant extra health. I know
Nope.
that you're not going to.
No.
Okay, so anybody you guys want to take with you, just grab and put next to you right the heck now.
I'm so glad Borgle made it.
I think the big question is, which of us is trying to keep our firekeeper safe?
Right the heck now, so that we can keep the game moving.
I feel like that probably should be our... I don't know whether it makes more sense for it to be
Nick, right the heck now so we can keep the game
fuck
moving.
it. Wait, Izzy, you can't take all of them.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
I can't.
No, you-
Oh,
No, they have to be distributed as evenly as possible.
Oh, okay. That you did not say that. I thought you said the wounds had to be distributed evenly among me and them. And I'm okay with that because I heal.
The other thing is, Izzy, is if you have more than one and you take 3 hits, then you take 1 and 2 of them die.
Okay, I feel like I'm probably the person with the best defense, and so I should take our actual mission objective with me.
Yeah, it's probably good.
I feel like, unfortunately, Borgel is probably the person who has 2 wounds here. Sorry, Eric.
Has the ability to take 2 wounds, or already has 2 wounds?
Has the ability to take 2 wounds. Look, I have no idea what any of these people can do, but Borgel sounds like the man who can take a pounding.
Yeah, I'm debating between taking Gribbles with me, Quartermaster Najani, or Bosun Tibby.
I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to die, so maybe I shouldn't take anyone.
You have to if we want anyone to take 2 people, Izzy.
I'll take 2 people.
I'm gonna take the Bosun with me, and I'm gonna take Gribbles with me.
I'll take the apprentice.
I'll take, I guess, Borgel and the quartermaster.
I'll take the deckhand as well.
Borgel!
Borgel.
Pound is gonna look at the young man apprentice Sark and at the deckhand that's in mourning. He's gonna be like, "Don't worry, I promise I'll keep you both safe."
Does Caliban still have a broken leg? Or was that healed?
It's set. It's in good position for now, although he's also poisoned, so his blood will stop.
I'm not
I used it to stop the bleeding.
Oh, I see.
I'm not going to leave someone behind to die on this beach. Also, BRB biobreak, sorry.
Okay. Alright, so some very quick note keeping here. I believe if everybody's happy with their buddies.
I'm not. My guys are gonna die so bad.
Probably.
Izzy, you took 2 of the people that are... So, actually, yeah, no, never mind. You guys dealt with all the wounds, so the negatives that come with some of these buddies are not in effect. News for you, Ziggy, the quartermaster actually seems to kind of know his way around a conflict, so he will give you a +2 defense on any defense spreads while he remains alive.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Does Apprentice Sark or Malu do anything for me? Will they at least listen to my jokes?
Nope. They were going to give you negatives, but Ziggy managed to deal with a lot of the problem.
Mm.
So I'm just going to start setting up the next thing here.
I'm gonna go
While
bio.
the bio... Okay.
Never mind.
So, the harbor is in ruins. Or sorry, not the harbor. The shipyard is in ruins. It's been scourged with fire, and a layer of ash casts a ghostly pall over the charred shells of ships and huts. Towards the heart of the area, you see a core of stone tools and stone and metal tools that have weathered the fire. And towards the heart of the islands, you see a core of stone structures that have weathered the fire, and far off, an unlit, crumbled lighthouse that is near your goal. You've got a lot of ground to cover. You don't see many of the undead soldiers. Some of them patrol the wall. Some of them patrol the edge, and crew massive arbalists. But the streets, such as they are largely clear. Setting aside the undead, actual bones, human remains, are everywhere. Skulls leer from the shadows, and ribs and femurs are spread across the sandy beaches. Rusted weapons and bits of armor are scattered amongst the remains. As you move forward, you take care to avoid the undead patrols, but it's impossible to move forward without moving through some of the scattered bones. As you pick your way through remains, you hear a rustling, as if a gust of wind was blowing through them. Suddenly, a skull topples atop a rib cage, and a hand grips a rod, waving towards you. All around you, the bones are forming into soldiers with terrifying speed. Stealth is no longer an option, and there are too many to fight. Your only chance is speed.
Oh boy.
Okay, welcome to another new mechanic, the extended skill check.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. First things first. Because of the 21 that you got before when navigating to shore, that affects how big the Bone Legion starts.
Oh boy. That's a good number of health levels.
It could have been 14.
Well.
All right. So, you guys are trying to move through this section of the islands. This is an extended skill spread. What that means is that it is not, okay, we do this once and we're done, and that total is it determines the result. No, you guys are trying to hit a threshold to get through this section of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you can devote a maximum of one spread a turn to advancing the group forward, which will be counted by this counter here.
Okay.
Once you guys hit that threshold, we move on to the next part. The Bone Legion, as you guys learned a little bit about the bones last time, you can beat up the bones, but you can't nobody knows a way to permanently beat them. They tend to have a habit of reassembling themselves. So they will continue to harass you as you go, and you won't be able to permanently deal with them right now.
Like, if we beat up a couple of them, do they immediately come back, or are they, like, not going to hit us?
That's a great question. Which Phoenix wants to go first?
Hey, guess what? I get a free action at the start of any thing now.
Oh, do you have the...
I have the thing that I get a free turn before anything else happens.
Okay, before speed even starts to come into effect.
Yelp. Alright, so first off, skill spread for moving us forward. Do you want acrobatic scouting or traveler for moving us forward fast? Gosh, this is all your call. Which one would you like?
Yeah, but it's your turn. Which one do you want to use?
I feel like scouting is actually probably the best call for Hunter can see the path forward, like a better path forward to lead everyone through.
Mm-hmm. I'm down with that.
All right, so
the torch is also right here, by the way.
Oh, actually, that burnt out building. It turns out there's not many bones in that.
Okay.
So I will draw a card for that, and I will draw a card for having played a 2. And let's see here. We're at 5, 7, 12. Go with a 14 for moving us forward.
Okay. Some other quick things. One, just so I don't have to disguise my words, this extended skill check is referred to as the Gauntlet. So as you contribute to it, you are contributing to the Gauntlet. And in addition, using environmental elements particularly effectively can get you skill boosts in this in extended skill checks.
Does using the burned out building to give our group a little narrow pathway where there are no bones in the building, and also gives us cover from the terrible siege engines, give us a boost?
Yeah, that'll give you guys a +3 this time.
That is 17.
Okay.
Do we have any idea what our threshold is?
Nope.
Okay. And then it is time to do the second half of my turn, which is let's blast some bones. Oh, their defense 4. That's adorable. Let's see. We're at range from them right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll probably play this as a regular grace card right now for just...
Oh, actually, no. The building doesn't actually give you the extra +3. It wasn't helping you move forward.
Okay, so just 14 then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna.
Although, actually, sorry for interrupting again. It in fact gives you a -5 to your total, but because you are trying to seek cover, it will reduce the value of the bone's next attack.
Perfect. I'm trusting you know the math, given how many modifiers are now in play.
Yep.
So first thing, playing as a normal card, Hunter's just shooting a blast of wintry ice that knocks a health level off them,
Okay.
regenning me a spark as the first attack this turn. Let me see here. Then, a second strike. So I'm in a building. There's bones approaching because they know we're here. Hunter's just gonna kind of kick down part of the wall to cause both a giant cloud of dust and also crush some bones underneath with superhuman strength. And then follow up with swinging her talon a couple of times, waving it forward, and a gigantic cone of shards that freeze them goddamn solid. Does superhuman strength work for this?
I mean, yeah, but you don't get bonuses to attack rolls from traits.
I thought we'd still stunt them into
Sorry.
attack rolls.
Yes, but they don't get like plus numerical values during attacks or defense.
Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah,
I want to try and stun
I
the bones.
believe that you can get assists to get a stunt bonus, but I need to double check that.
I
Anyway,
mostly want to put it in there to see if I can stun the bones.
ah,
Are they vulnerable to stun?
this was a thing I didn't think about. There are some stunned bones. What's the total of your damage hit?
Let me see here. I'm burning a spark for that. I'm recovering a spark for that. I'm burning a spark for that. 1, 2, 5, plus 9, 14. Knock 4 health levels off of them.
Okay.
And that was the action that happens before combat begins.
Mm-hmm.
My next action's not going to be as fun. Oh well. Combat begins!
Yep. All right, player
also
action.
note, team, if at any point you want Hunter to take an action instead of your action, I can take an action instead of your action.
The first Phoenix action. Who wants to go?
Idea.
Cool.
Does anybody else have a more pressing idea?
Nope.
No, my only plan is to take
short
some wounds off and run.
further ahead, but otherwise, no.
Also, guys, there's a lot going on here. If we can try and make this one a little snappy combat-wise.
If I take the brilliant shortcut and get us moving, does that remove our defense bonus from the burnt out building?
The defense bonus will apply against the next time the bones activate.
Regardless of whether or not we start moving.
Yeah, as long
Okay. Then I'm going to look around and start putting together a plan to get us to the brilliant shortcut. And it's a path through the burnout trees out towards the stone buildings. So here's the base of my spread.
Also, to clarify, anybody can use a grace spread to do the gauntlet. If you want to tell me how you're advancing the party through other means, let me know, and you can probably use a different suit.
Okay. I am arguing for intellect because I'm largely going to be relying on the master plan card. And this is very much me looking at where we are and developing tactics to get people out, just based on how many tunnels I've had to evacuate in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot less of me like sprinting for my life. So am I good to do an intellect spread?
Yeah, you're just kind of planning and figuring out how to direct the party to move forward quickly.
Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna get to this barrel, and then you're gonna run over there, and then get there and take that clearing. Then here's my third card because I can use a grace
Mm-hmm.
as an intellect, and then here's master plan on account of I'm basing this entire thing on a madcap plan to get everybody out there.
Excellent.
So that is now a value of 3. And I can burn 1 spark to draw 3 cards and then discard 2. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's 3, 5, 9, 11. Oop.
Okay, so 11 total?
And as we go, I'm going to send forward like a rolling wave of fire. Like I'm pulling the heat out of the fire to keep it moving forward, to roll anything out of the way. I would like to add fire and destruction for a +5.
It's a little tacked on at the end, but that is a fun way to do it. How does the fire specifically interact with your master plan?
Because it doesn't, the master plan unfortunately does not cover the amount of rubble that's on the ground. And we need to do something about that when we've got somebody who's hobbling along on a splint.
That makes sense. So you're using the fire to make more rubble cover.
To clear out some of the stuff that would trip up Gribbles.
Okay.
Because I really want to get Gribbles through this.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. So you can add a +5 from your specialty.
And I forgot to draw a card for using the.
Brilliant shortcut.
So let me take a look at that real quick, and then I'll do it. I'm gonna. We're at 16.
I think we just need to pump more points into this.
I think we're at 16, so I'm gonna pump 2 sparks to get it up to 20 because I can add the intellect card for 1 spark, and then I'm burning a spark to get us from 19 to 20.
How are you adding more sparks? How are you adding more cards with sparks? Because this is not an attack.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then I'm not doing that.
You can add sparks to add sparks.
Well, hang on. Yeah, but in order to get up to 20 with just sparks, I would have to burn.
So you don't have to hit a specific threshold on this one. It's just added to the total of the party.
Also, remember
Okay, so
that
I think I've got 16.
16.
Remember that you can spend a point from the devoted bond pool to draw 2 more cards if you want to.
I will probably do that on my next turn, but not this.
Okay.
I'm not very confident that that will get us much higher than 16.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're out of
So,
card plays.
Because it sounds like we're at the point here. So you have 16. For using the brilliant shortcut, that just adds an additional 15 on top. So that is 31. And you guys are up to a total of 40.
Okay.
What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
You still got a hand.
I mean, I guess it's time to make that attack. Let me get these out of the way. Okay, so hitting with intellect.
You have a lot of cards.
I do, because I drew a lot. Hang on. I drew a lot and I didn't discard.
So you do draw up at the end of your turn now that we're in combat.
Yeah, but I didn't discard because I had to discard 2 from that other one.
Ah.
Let me take a look at this real quick. Okay, so I'm going to discard this one. Come on. And then play Supernatural Senses. So as we're just getting people moving, and I'm aggressively making that let's roll hand symbol. I hear something moving, and I can just kind of sense that something's wrong, and I can feel a couple of bones turn towards us. When you put that one in a spread, then you deal brutal damage until the end of the turn, and you also draw 1 card. So that gives me literally anything to do. And having used that, can I add a 3rd card? Because I stunted it as a trait?
Yeah, sure. This is an attack?
Yes.
Okay. Just making
But
sure. Quick reminder, you can only contribute to the gauntlet once per turn.
This is an attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on a second. Any 1 card is an intellect card. Never mind, there's nothing I can do. Hang on. So I've only got 6 damage going out, but damn it, I tried. Oh, hang on. 8 because of my talon.
Okay. And you said it's brutal?
8 and it's brutal, and I'm just checking. But I can't do anything else. Yeah, 8 and it's brutal.
Okay. All right. Next player turn. Very good hit. You burn away several more of the Bone Legion.
Are there even any more Bone Legion remaining in the area?
The ones that you guys have destroyed are slowly reassembling themselves.
Rip my stun, it will one day be useful.
I guess I'll go next.
Sure.
All right. So these are spirits, right?
Unclear.
Clear. Okay.
They're undead.
Undead. All right. Okay. I guess I'll do the attack first, since that's the important. Well, I guess it's yeah. So I'll use passing pain for this. So I'll first you make a grace spread, and I will use exorcist as part of this to make sure that if they are spirits, they are getting hurt by it.
Well, I mean, there's no health levels left on the table at the moment.
Oh, they're not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As Ziggy, do we want other people to go first before you use passing pain?
Well, I have nothing to pass them to then, if there's no health levels on the table.
I will go to make another grace spread, I guess, then.
I mean, I do have an idea of something. I'm not sure how effective it'll be. Actually,
If we keep going at the pace we are currently going, we'll probably have to split this mission into 2.
okay. Yeah, Nick, you go for it. Yeah.
All right, so with this wonderful, brilliant shortcut shown ahead of us, Hunter can smell the burnt flesh and salt here, reminiscent of everything we have been through and everything she had been through prior, haunted for grace spread to move us forward. Does anyone want to discard a card and draw a new card to replace it, adding the value of the discarded card to this spread?
Sure.
I can take that one.
Okay, never mind.
Would you rather?
No, you can do it. It's fine.
Okay. So there's a 4.
All right, so we are now at night. Do I get scouting again?
In this case, yeah.
Okay, so we are at 14. But Hunter also notices she is kind of inured to this at this point, which is, in all honesty, a little bit of a problem. Really, it actually is. But what she can do is, with newfound power, mind trick the rest of the survivors to not notice the death and destruction as much and be distracted by it.
I like that. I like that. That'll be a 3. And also, goddamn, did you cycle your deck that fast?
Yes.
Uh,
All right, so that's an
8, you said?
Yeah, because it's 5 base. It's a skill spread.
All right.
Then I'll play another 3 and then a 3. So that's 10, 18, 19, 23, 28 to our tracker.
Oh, 20. Wait, what?
So,
You
mind
can only
trick.
make one spread per thing to the gauntlet per round. Oh, okay.
Right,
There
so-
are 2 traits. I see.
There are 2 traits. Izzy played a 4 to help me out, or was that Eric who played a 4?
I played a 4. It was me.
Yeah. And I have a skill that's relevant to this.
Yeah.
Wait, when you discard a card,
You don't draw back up outside
you
of
don't
turn.
draw back up. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. End of your turn. Outside of combat, redraw instantly. Inside combat, end of your turn.
Yep.
You guys have made it up to 68. Doing anything else, Nick?
I wish I could. I'm spending a spark to make it 69.
Nice.
Yep.
Should I don't know if spending another one to make it 7. You know what? Fuck it. 70. Make it 70, and then probably end turn.
Okay.
The 6. Okay.
I know. I just like.
It's-
I'm betting they did not say 69 is the threshold. It's probably 70 or 80 or something.
Okay. So, after your turn is over, the bones get to go.
I wish my stun did anything.
Just looking for a number here. Grumble, grumble, grumble. As the bones start to reassemble themselves. 3 of them pop up, and they do not attack. It seems like they're just trying to form up and kind of reassemble themselves, and that concerns themselves all the time.
Yeah.
Do they look like do they actually see us? Are they conscious of us? At the
Oh
moment?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
are they-
They're moving towards you guys slowly. It's like they're crawling towards you, and then their legs remanifest and reattach, and then they kind of getting up and running after you, and then their arms start to reform, and then they're pointing things at you.
Gotcha.
Then they're actually at full speed. It's like fighting fucking Terminators or Necrons.
Right. Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll go next then. Okay, so first things first, I'd like to attack the ones that are getting up, just so I can,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that'll be to do this. All right, I can only use. Okay, yeah, I can only use 2 cards, right, for the spread.
3 for a skill spread.
This is attack.
Oh,
This is
attack
an-
is based on your combat style. Which combat style do you have active?
Which the passing phase, so 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Then so a few things, but not really. Okay. Yeah. So I'll do an intellect spread of 5 and spend a spark so I can all right. Oh, equal to half my rank. Oh, it's still only. So yeah, I'll spend a spark to transfer over one of my wounds to the Skelly boys.
Mm-hmm.
and just the additional 5 attack.
Okay, so you do hit, and you transfer over the wound, and yeah, that broken leg just the compound fracture to a skeleton.
All right. And next, what I'm going to do, which I hope works, is as a skill spread, I'm going to raise my staff, and I'm basically in the shortcut where everyone is pouring into. Behind me, I'm going to basically cast like an illusory wall that looks like their reflection. So even though it's not a real wall, but they'll basically just they'll see themselves as they approach, and I'm hoping that they're as stupid as monkeys and they don't recognize what their own reflections look like.
That's a very nice thing to say about the sailors.
They're dead.
Listen, as a sailor, I'm allowed to say this one's okay. This one flies.
Stupid.
Everything here checks out.
Yeah.
It checks
Right.
out, especially if it's after 5.
Yeah. So I take it this is an intellect spread.
Yeah.
Okay. That figures. Can I use spirits for this? Can I
I'm
use
not sure
spirits for this?
spirit supplies, but diplomacy definitely does.
Okay, sure. All right, I'll use diplomacy then. Okay, so first off, I'll use warlock for its effect. So draw a few cards and use one of them. Okay, that'll work nicely. So I'll do that, and I can use 1 grace card, so I'll do that. And let's see, I'll definitely use the thought coil again. So that's another spark. So that'll be 10, 15, 20.
20 added to the.
We're doing real good on moving people.
How high is this stupid threshold?
Got a lot of people with
All
this.
right, yeah, you
Yeah,
are
that's
moving
fair.
people forward.
Yep, moving on.
All right, next player, next Phoenix action.
I believe it has to be me, because I'm the only one who
You
has a
could give your turn to me, but no, it should be you.
Yeah. No, Pout is going to run over as we're making our way towards the shortcut. And he's going to grab that large anchor with its rusty chain and say, "Don't worry, everyone. As long as we stay together, we'll be able to be safe." He's going to start swinging this chain with the anchor on the end over his head, creating like a dome shield. So if any of the bones get close to us, the people are protected. I'm trying to inspire people to stay together and lead them onwards to safety.
We are.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Um,
Eric lost internet.
yeah.
It'll be back.
Am I allowed to use strength for this spread, or does it have to be grace?
Yeah, I'll let you use strength instead of grace for that.
Okay. Also, because I have Vanguard from Durant, I get a +5. Assuming that was leadershipy.
Yes, it was.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
So, I don't know if I can apply a grace or a strength to that, actually. So one thing about that Vanguard, I don't think I can, so it has to just be strength. Oh wait, I did the chain, so I will draw a card.
You can use any card as a strength card, regardless of its actual suit. Izzy from Bitter Strength.
yes, but it's a strength spread to begin with.
That means he can play Grace as strength.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome. So, boom. I'll hold on to the 3. Boom.
And I'll say athletics also counts because Vanguard specifically breaks the normal skill specialties only apply once, even if you have multiple things.
Okay, so there's 12 plus 5 from Vanguard plus how much from athletics?
5.
So that is 22. Do I want to spend some sparks and hit it up to 25?
22 gets us to 112.
Yeah.
I suspect you either want to spend 3 sparks or 8 sparks, whether you think it's 115 or 120.
I will spend 3 sparks just because I can. boop, 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 to get us to 115.
Okay. And I know you said you were defending with it, but it seems appropriate that this is a good thing to kind of push over the edge. So I'll give you a +5 for the anchor, as opposed to a -5 and defending the party.
Sure, thank you.
right.
I'm also going to wound myself. What the fuck? To flip over my talon for the remainder of the scene.
Okay.
This lets me draw a card.
Howard has made choices.
I mean, it's hitting me. It's not hitting them. My understanding of the buddy system is if we take one wound, I take it. If we take another one, I can still take it. I have to split the incoming wounds equally, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's 3 bones left?
Well, you guys have actually made it... yeah, I'll let you finish your turn.
I mean, if we're through, I'm not going to waste cards.
Well, okay, so, yeah, that would be unfair anyway. So, at 120, because you guys didn't barrel through, it was a higher number for the first section, you guys punched through. The heart of this island is made up... is where the Windirni kept their greatest treasures. Their children who were being trained to one day ply the seas. It is a maze of broken toys and school buildings, bridges connecting small archipelago sections to one another. Bones continue to rise up on the ground and bridges and point their handheld weapons at you as you continue. Let me set up the next section.
So, wait, they have guns?
Bows, cannons, flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
So,
Panda.
Yeah,
this one's
also,
going-
I'm back. What happened was I picked up my computer and it started making a screeching noise, and I was very convinced that was the end.
Ah.
That ain't good.
So then I restarted it and it decided it had to do a Windows update, which I was like, well, that was dramatic.
Windows
I'm back.
updates elicit screeching noises. This tracks.
Yep.
Yeah,
By the way,
just usually not from the computer.
we got through.
Also,
I did catch that part.
congratulations, Izzy. If you hadn't gotten you guys through the first stage of of the gauntlet, they would have managed to get an artillery shot off on the party.
And by party, you mean Pout steps in the way.
I don't know. Do you have reckless?
Cannot block an entire artillery shell.
I actually can, according to the 3 traits in my hand, sir.
Oh.
Jumps into the air and eats the shell.
No, I have an anchor. I'm burning a spark to make my talon ranged attack and throwing it back at them.
Speaking of which, why don't you continue your turn, Izzy, now that there are 6 bone health levels instead of 2.
Oh, there's 6 bone health levels?
Yep, they get refilled to a certain level when you guys beat a stage.
Oh, this is depressing. What's their HP at?
Sad just this is not a new cycle. Oh well.
Okay, I'm gonna smack... I don't want to... Ziggy, take back a spark so I can draw 2 cards.
Okay, sure.
I am going to beat the crap out of these bones. There's one...
Something... sorry for interrupting. Something important that I want to impart upon you guys. You can't use the same specialty twice in a row on the gauntlet unless you're taking an extremely different approach.
Oh, I messed that up. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't notice it until now.
Nope. Completely reasonable.
Sorry.
I
Continue,
do
Izzy.
actually have other specialties that would have applied.
I draw a card because I'm using power from pain in this. As I run through with this chain, you can hear my muscles starting to pop, and I'm just like, screw it. And you hear balloon sounds as they refill. And so let's see. All of my attacks are presently at +5, which means +5 and 3 is 8. Yeah, the first one is going... I need a 7. So here's a 7, which is the Grace 2, and then everything after that becomes brutal, and one of the 3s flows over, which kills 2. So this kills 1, the 3 kills 2, the 1 kills 1,
The 3 kills 2.
3 kills 2. I will hold back. I will take back this Grace card.
So how many?
All of them. I took out all
Okay,
6.
cool. Here you go.
Oh, you're just tossing them to me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here, if you guys want to keep track of how many bones are killed by each of you this time, this is a good time to do it.
I mean, I'm losing.
I think you took some of mine back, but whatever.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't care how many. I know I'm losing.
No, I think you're winning. I think I had 4 under my belt.
So I think everybody's gone once now, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So flip our little tokens back over to white.
Yep. And it is another bone's turn now.
Can they attack?
They start pulling themselves back together again. And continuing after all of you. As more of them show up. And the bones here have set up siege equipment in the upper levels. You don't something you don't recognize. So these bones actually look like these bones. This one has the correct defense score, though. It seems as though the rods it seems like some sort of larger version of the rods in their hand, focused and full of different wires and liquids going around. It points towards you, and a beam of white hot fire lances forth directly at Pout. This is an all or nothing ranged attack 14.
14, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't make 14. No two ways about that. I want to deflect it back at it with my chicken.
What? Oh,
I think he's
recklessness.
using a counterattack.
I'm counterattacking.
I mean, yeah, you can try, yeah. This is more of an artillery piece that's out of direct ability for you guys to hit. But the card says you can counterattack, so you can counterattack. I don't think you can actually stop the artillery hit, but you can bounce it into the bones that are attacking you guys.
Yeah, I'll do that. Also, clearly this is lethal, so Killer Instinct.
Okay.
Which lets me draw a card, and it's brutal. And here, have a... let's see. 2, 4, 7, 11 attack.
11 attack. Very nice. That gets rid of half of the bones that have accrued before you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Izzy, you do take that hit to the face.
Mm-hmm.
You take 2 burning conditions.
I don't know what that does.
For at the start of your turn, for every burning condition you have, you take 1 brutal damage.
Okay. It doesn't actually do any innate damage to me.
It's at the start of your turn, so not right now. No default damage. You do not get to draw cards now.
I mean, I didn't care about that. I wanted to... How does burning work with the buddy system?
You are hitting this... Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Huh. I will think about that in a minute. Which player wants to go next?
Okay, well, my question is, are one of my buddies on fire?
I am looking it up. I want to keep the game moving.
Okay.
I have an 8 ranged. I think Eric has an 8 ranged if we want to try and counterstrike.
Yeah.
If I attack, I cannot do anything to help get us out of here.
Okay, I will take an action then because I can do things to help get us out of here.
Also, Wash makes your decision easier. I did hold seasoned veterans, so I could just take the whole attack and not have them take any damage.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so their defense 4.5. Oh, I need to hit 10. Eh?
Crap. Wash, sorry. One other thing. I forgot to add my talon and my wound damage, so that would have been an additional 5 damage to those bones. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in a situation where there's an enemy artillery strike coming at us. They have some sort of weird weaponry that Hunter doesn't really understand because she's not actually all that educated, unlike, say, 2 members of our party. But what she does know is that fire is hard to light in the cold. And she does have control over cold. So I'm just going to reach up, clench a fist, and, freeze a block of ice upon the artillery piece, then look back at everyone else. We can get by before they melt it. Playing inspiring to try and convince people to go ahead, and break through all of this terribleness.
Okay.
And then... Let's see here. Int/grace. Play that. Does that work for a stunt?
For inspiring, yeah.
Everyone draw a card.
Darn
Also,
it.
Izzy, it doesn't talk about conditions in the slightest in the buddy section, system section.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say you're burned.
Okay, cool.
Do they have any health levels left?
Nope.
Sorry.
Izzy has been very effective.
I do one thing, I do it very well.
Oh, I thought they had any left.
I forgot about my talon and wound, which put it over the edge because it was brutal.
Right.
I do one thing
Can I
very well.
spread to inflict functionally stunned on them for they are delayed because they have to break the ice off then?
Not on a stunt.
Well, I mean, also playing cards.
Yeah.
I was more wondering, can I hit a threshold to make that work or no?
Probably not right now.
Okay, I'm gonna make a movement roll then with that. Alright, so... Slightly changing the plan. 2, 3... I'm still giving everyone cards. I will play this as if it were grace, and this because I can. So movement... Does inspiring boost the movement roll?
Yes.
Okay, how much by?
By 3.
Okay. 10, 13. This is a new section, so scouting can apply again.
Yes.
Actually, I think resolve applies in this case. Does resolve sound right?
Not
Yeah,
for
I'll
moving the
take
whole
that.
group forward.
I'll take scouting. So 10, 15, 18. Make that a 20 for moving us forward.
Okay.
Discarding a card at the end of turn.
And I've got a plan when we have another turn.
Well,
You
I
guys
think
have
we
another
have a
turn?
for enemy action.
Yeah, they're speed 2.
Oh, hey, I have to shuffle my deck again. It's almost like I'm really good at doing this thing if afflictions aren't in my deck.
Ziggy and Izzy, you guys good if I take the next turn?
Knock your socks off.
Okay. So this time, instead of just charging straight through, I'm going to take a little bit of a different tack. A lot of people died here. So I'm going to put my fingers to the ground and kind of do what I've done before, where I set the blood on fire. But I'm not trying to burn anything. I'm just reaching out and feeling it to get a to do like a topography map because the ground is so soaked that I can just reach out and run along that and feel it. And I'm going to use that to find the next bit of that brilliant shortcut out of here.
Okay, I can call that an intellect spread.
Okay. Can I get the arcane as a specialty? Since I'm not using burning fire, I'm using like blood to fire transmutation.
It's a stretch, but I'll give it to you.
So what counts as the arcane? Out of curiosity, as a non-stretch.
I have to look at things to answer that question in more specifics.
Okay, we can do that later.
Yeah.
That one just seems fuzzy to me unless I'm trying to work somebody else's spell backwards since I'm a pyromancer, so all of my magic is fire.
So at the moment, we have less than a half an hour left, and I'm just trying to keep things moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think given what I'm doing, supernatural senses once again applies.
Yeah.
So we're gonna drop that in.
We'll say that's a 5 for what you're currently doing.
Oh, heck yeah. And then... Okay, so I get to draw a card for that, and we'll see what this is, and then that's probably it. So that's 3, 2, 3, so 8, 9, and then 5 is 14. And I'll burn a spark. Is there anything else I can do? I think that's it. It's a 15.
15. Okay. And for using the brilliant shortcut, that is another plus 15.
I was hoping for that.
Yep. All right. So you guys make it to 50.
All right.
As you guys, as you find your way through the bones and the remains of this city, you guys manage to. Son of a bitch. Okay. As you're bobbing and weaving and using your senses to kind of look around in this moment when all of the bones are still trying to pull themselves back together and are distracted, you manage to sense sort of a cave underground that will be able to hold you guys for a minute. You kind of usher the whole group into there, and you guys have a little bit of a quick reprieve in this natural cavern as you punch through to it. So this is sort of a temporary stopping point at about the halfway point in this gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
This may be a good spot to pause for the night, too.
Okay.
Yeah, if you feel that that we run into something in the middle, then yeah, better to call it here.
Does this still count as combat time or out of combat time now?
It is still combat time.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want, we can keep going with the gauntlet. I just don't think we're going to get through it tonight. And this is basically a chance to kind of, with a little bit less time pressure, swap around mortals if you want to, or things like that.
I don't think we can is the issue.
You guys can swap them as long as the proportions remain the same.
Yeah, so I don't think there's a
Each
point.
carrying 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's carrying 2, so I don't think it matters.
Like, I feel like I'm carrying the most important person, but I'm also of the PCs person who has the best defenses, so I'm not sure I should swap.
I have 2 cards in hand, and I'm going to be taking 2 wounds on my turn.
You know what? Let's keep going for because if you guys through 2-player actions got all the way to 50, I think we can at least go until the end of section 2 of the gauntlet.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Plus, you all sounded sad when I said this sounds like a good stopping point.
Yeah, it's...
It is sad.
We have
2 hours this night.
Yeah, we have 20 minutes to go, and then we don't get next week.
Yeah, we don't get next week.
All right. I would make a small request that people at least think about what their math might look like off turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. I appreciate it. Okay. You guys have a short reprieve in this cave, and then you kind of bust out the other side and you keep going. Who's up next? Oh, right. And that was second player actions. Or was that?
Yeah, I think that means the bones are next.
It does. That's not a health level. And we've...
I can't reasonably fuck them all up this turn. Oh wait, actually I take that back. I might be able to because I'm taking 2 damage.
So the bones start kind of... they have reassembled and they're moving towards you guys again. And that's their whole turn. Your guys go.
Ziggy, you want it or do you want me to take it?
You take it.
Okay. Well, Pout is... You said new scene, so we can reuse the same things on the tracker again?
No, it's still the same scene.
Okay.
I feel the need to point out, even though no one's going to do it, I can technically take actions for other people now. It's not a good idea, probably, but...
Yeah. Well, first thing that happens is I take the 2 wounds for the burning condition, correct, Wash?
Yep.
Maybe
two points of damage, so it's only 1 wound.
I thought you said they were both brutal.
Yeah, but, the brutal overflows, so they add up to 2, which is still only 1 wound.
Okay, so I draw 1 card. Not a big deal. Pout still has that giant-ass anchor, and seeing as how we're leaving, he is going to swing it around and throw it, much like how Thor throws Mjolnir directly at the bones. And the anchor is going to smash through them and hit the back end of a burnt-out building, bringing some rocks down on top of them. So I will... I don't have enough to make a good spread. I think it's just better to knock some of these things out. So I will attack them. With...
Plan, no protect, only attack.
6, 9... Yeah. First attack is against them is a 6, 8 is 8 damage.
Okay, so that is... and it's not brutal yet, so that's
It is
only
not.
1.
It is not brutal. The next one is brutal, which is then 6, 9, which takes out 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I get a card for the burnt out building?
Oh, is that what you were using?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on. Cool. 1 more. For another 9, which takes out 2 more. Is that all of them? Sweet!
You are very good at Smash, Izzy.
I am very good at Smash. I will collect.
How is our Hulk?
I will collect my pile of bodies. And yeah, as you just see this on-fire clown raging, his, multicolored afro is just like ablaze. And as he turns back, he's like, all clear, and he will, honk his nose to make sure, to try to lift everybody's spirits up.
You faintly hear da 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 circus da 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 afro.
You act, and then he's gonna like start following after you guys, and you just hear squeaks from his boots. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, that is this is the hand I wanted to start with. Jesus. Okay.
All right. Which player is up next?
That would be me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the last one.
Yep. I'll once again use passing pain to try and reflect some damage off on the suckers.
Sorry, Ziggy.
I mean, no, that's fine. That'll be. Yeah, it's 2 cards, so that's those 2, and that's all I can do. I think I'm gonna spend this bug. Yep. All right, so that'll be an attack of 6 with 3 brutal damage from passing pain.
Okay. 3 brutal damage. So there's nothing to pass it to right now. Yeah. Izzy took out all the health levels again.
That's why I apologized.
Oh, okay, that's entirely.
I can't wait until part 3. When they have a chance at getting an attack off.
Right.
Chance.
In that case, I'm going to once again just try and cover our tracks. This time I'm going to do, since we don't have anything to reflect against, I'm going to conjure like a mist to make it so that they can't see us with their artillery.
Okay.
Right, so that'll be intellect, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Assuming. Boop. Boop. And I can use 1 grace card. And I'll spend the spark for Thought Coil. I don't think any of my specialties apply here. Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
Let me see this again.
Yeah, diplomacy, healing, spirits, and tradition. So.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that'll be a 15 then.
15. And I will say -5, but you gain the defense boost.
Cool. Alright, that's my turn.
All right.
Bones' turn?
Bones' turn indeed, as they swell back up to 5 health levels. And also, they do get another fire artillery shot, but it is at -5 because of the mist. Let's see, who's the most logical attack target here? By the way, Izzy, and all of you should know this, it is possible to try and make a relatively low difficulty grace spread to effectively stop, drop, and roll if you want to get rid of burning conditions.
And lose by draw every turn? No, thank you.
Because he has made decisions this game.
Eeny, meeny, miny, salamander.
Me.
All or nothing
I love that there's a
Me.
stop, drop, and roll mechanic. That's gonna live in my head rent free.
Excellent.
Fuck this.
Okay, so in that case, they are definitely like moving the cannon around to target Salamander, and then Pout just jumps in the fucking way again.
Yeah, no, like my shoes have springs on the bottom. I'm just boing. You're just like, no. Throw the rubber chicken at them before they get to hit me. Enjoy. By the way, does this count as the same horde of bones that I just killed? Okay, it's all brutal then.
No. That's per turn, and you know it.
No, it's not. It's next attack. It can pass to the next person.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there weren't any around for it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But you only get the 1 attack.
That's
so
fine.
still.
I'm loading it up. So that is 7, 9, and then +1 from both. Or no, +1 from Reckless. So that's 10 plus 16. So, yeah. I do one thing. I do it very well.
Sorry,
I take
Raj.
solid with the fact that Izzy is very on fire.
Riggin, where are my extra burning tokens?
No, burning, but it may or may not be Wash's fault.
You are now losing.
Two health a turn.
Yep.
That's fine. If I stop, drop, and roll, how many burning do I lose? 1 or 2?
I have to look.
Okay. Not worry, it's not my turn for a while.
Yep,
Feel free to
rational.
ask me questions. Just don't always expect immediate answers. I will look at them after I keep the game moving.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Is it time for any player action?
It, in fact, definitely is. Yes.
Do we, now that there are no enemies again, I guess, do we want me to try and go forward, or should I wait until later in this initiative order, because I do have an attack card this time? Eric or Ziggy, do either of you have a good moving forward action?
Not really, no.
Mine's very iffy because it relies on milling my deck.
Great. Hunter will continue pressing moving forward. Alright, this is going into the moving forward pool automatically.
Oh, right. I remembered what's at the end of this road. I feel better about not being able to hurt you guys.
Well, I hope I get to use my new innate thing to get an extra action more than once this game, but if I don't, it's fine. So we're pressing on, we're moving forward. As we go forward, Hunter's actually taking a moment to look down at these smashed toys and give a brief prayer to those who have fallen and may or may not be fighting us right now. A prayer to the unquiet dead who could be with us, could not be with us. She's really not sure at this point. But may their pain be remembered, and hopefully their spirits will eventually rest.
All right. I will also add to that as you're looking down, you will notice a decaying hand beneath some of that rubble sticking out.
Is this hand moving?
No. It's small.
I'm just going to kind of rest a palm on top of it and just be, it's all right. We'll make sure it's better. And cover the hand in dust.
Okay. Which environmental element was that?
A pile of ashen books.
Okay. Yay! Somebody actually noticed that I put book burning in.
Mm-hmm.
That you did.
Okay.
I'm only allowed to make one spread per turn for this, right?
For the gauntlet, yes.
Can I make a second spread for finding a route that gives people cover?
Yes. No, yeah. You guys can do other things related to the task and mitigating problems and stuff like that. You can just only make one spread that is moving you guys towards your goal per turn.
All right. So my goal with looking through these books is going, I know how people build buildings and where they make routes, and I'm using Traveler as my gauntlet spread, I think.
Okay.
Not a great one, but it's 16.
Okay. 16. Traveler. Yeah, you can kind of pick. You're kind of picking through some of the routes, and now that you can kind of see a little bit where the bones are coming together again, you can tell that the straightest path may not be the best one at this point in time, as it seems like the bones are kind of coalescing in the direct path in front of you. There are benefits,
right?
But, yeah.
But this area feels sort of like a warren where people lived and built as they were, and so I can tell where streets are that lead us in better ways. And
sorry, brain fart. Was that the gauntlet check?
that was the gauntlet check. So
Okay, sorry.
16 for gauntlet.
Cool.
And then secondary check of scouting. I know vague ways to keep people safe, ways to keep them hidden. Try and defend this group for 10. Like, keep people out of sight of artillery. Let me see if I get anything better. I played a 2. Do I want to boost it to a 15? I think I want to boost it to a 15 for... Also, draw the eye of those following us towards places where they are between... Like, there's something hard between them and the bones that they feel is safer automatically through Mind Trick.
Just shepherding the sheep around.
Shepherding the sheep around, trying to keep them safe, giving people a path where they won't suffer from these artillery strikes that Pout is eating with his face very reliably.
Okay, cool. So I will say that puts some more defense in place. And no, sorry. That's you're just trying to get them to move. That will definitely keep your people calm and moving forward and make them. I will say that the next time that the party takes a bunch of wounds at once, you can shift an extra 1 to the Phoenix instead.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Next player action, I think.
Do you guys mind if I take it just so I can put myself out?
You have no cards in hand.
Well, I'm gonna have 3 cards in hand because I'm taking wounds.
You're gonna have 2 cards in hand.
Well, I'm gonna stunt.
Izzy, are you sure you don't want to say it's totally my action, then I go again instead, but...
I mean, I'm taking the wounds then, and I'm gonna die the turn after that.
Fair enough. Okay, I wasn't sure how that worked, but yeah, no, good. I'm fine with Izzy going, so maybe he can do a thing.
So I take 2 wounds, draw 2 cards, and as Pout is following along with everybody else, he's just gonna be like, "Don't worry, everybody. I think there's safety over here," and he's gonna trip backwards and fall into the red water well.
Okay.
Oh no!
And as he emerges from it, just like all this red, thick, cloddy water is going to run down him, and he is going to scare the crap out of the 2 people who are with him. I'd like to make a spread with using fear to douse this fire.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
BRB bio.
Okay. And here, I will make a grace spread, because clearly Pout is the most...
and I need to check the thing. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, grace spread, if I get fear, it's a +5, I believe, or is it a +3?
It's a +5.
It's a +5, 16.
Oh, okay. It is a grace spread to remove 1 burning condition.
Oh.
Interesting.
And
so it's difficulty 10 to remove 1 burning condition, and you can make multiple checks against it, but...
well, let's see. If I have the... Can fear apply to both or only one of these?
Fear can apply to both.
Okay, so then I have a 10 and an 11.
Okay.
So I will lose 2 burning condition.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly where I want to be. And I still have a ton of sparks. That's my turn.
Okay. Draw back up, and it is somebody else's turn now. Oh, wait, no. It's the Bone's turn. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I, in fact, have another counterattack in hand again.
And they only get their artillery shot off every other, so it's another player action.
Jesus.
How far are we from, like, any sort of safe haven at this point?
You guys just left kind of a cave underground, and you're getting close to the edge of the shallows, which I probably should have named the shoals, but yeah. And you guys are headed towards the lighthouse that you guys are headed towards is coming up soon. In fact, Pellet says that we gotta keep going. Oh, I've never run this much in my whole entire fucking life. I can see it. We're getting closer.
You know what? That seems like a good place to start. I will use... This may be a bit creative form of passing pain. But I'd like to relieve everyone's fatigue. All the others that are slowing us down, that are falling behind due to exhaustion.
Okay. I will let you take a wound with passing pain,
Okay.
and it'll give a big old bonus to the gauntlet check this turn.
Thank you for a card.
Yep. Okay. Do I make a intellect? I'm assuming, or grace?
This would probably be Grace.
Just as well. It's just a still in here. I'm calling healing on this though. So 6, 8, 18. Spark. That's... Oh crap. I'll take
I
another...
will allow the healing specialty to apply as well.
Yes. Yeah, no, I figured it.
Yeah.
Drop a few cards. No, my deck.
Oh, you're running low on sparks.
Yeah, I am. I've been using at least one a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You have the opposite problem I have.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll be 10. So that'll be 20 total.
How'd you get 4 cards into it?
Because I used the devoted bond to draw 2 more cards.
Yeah, but skill checks max out at 3 cards unless their traits involved.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
My bad.
It's all good. All right, so sorry, I'm just trying to look at numbers.
Yeah. So 6, 8. So that'll be 10. So 18. Do I have anything else for this? I mean, I could spend 2 more sparks, but that seems dangerous. Actually, yeah. You know what? That's what I will spend. I'll spend 2 more sparks, and then I'll use the spark that I would have gotten back from Devoted Pool to refresh those sparks. So there we go.
Cool.
Okay. Now, yeah. Okay.
So total is what?
20. Yeah.
20. And you know what? With the taking of the wound for everybody else and the spark cost therein, that will get you guys over the threshold of part 2. And we are now going to move into part 3. Do you guys want me to read that out next time, or
I'd like to know.
or
I'd like to know what's coming.
I don't know. I feel like reading it out next time. Bit to clear. He's been here all the entire time.
Yeah. Plus, we won't remember what it was in 2 weeks.
yeah? Sorry about that.
No, please.
What the why are there so many? Oh, those are the burning tokens that are fucking me up.
Yep.
No, it's just a whole bunch of me's.
Also, Wash, just a question for you for this. Is part 3 a new cycle, yes or no?
Part 3 is a new cycle.
Oh shit!
No, sorry. No, it's not. It's more of this stuff. Sorry, it's a what I can do, so I don't forget.
I get a new ability and it's still not useful.
Oh boy.
I actually have an important question for next week, me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If things trigger at the start of the turn, do we get to pick the order that they are applied in?
What are you trying to pull off? And I'll tell you whether or not it's legal.
If I get another burning condition,
Yeah.
because I have the cards in hand to jump and punch again, I would then take 2 burning damage. The question is, if that triggers at the start of the turn, I also have Tenacious Blood, which means, can I stack it so I take a burning, I heal, I take a burning?
No, because the two burning together will only do 1 wound to you anyway.
But if I take another 2, that way I'm...
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to give you an extra card for that.
Okay.
That's not how burning works, unfortunately. The damage hits all at once and then gets converted to wounds.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I am in the sweet zone right now is the answer. How's everybody doing resource-wise?
I have 7 sparks remaining and I'm at... Or, sorry, 8... Oh, actually 10 sparks remaining and I'm at full health.
3 sparks,
Oh,
2
hell,
wounds, 2 sparks in the pool.
Yes, I have gotten very few attacks off. Because before part 3, the bones need to have at least 6 health levels to be able to attack.
No!
After part 3, they get to attack no matter how many health levels they have every round, and they get to attack everyone.
And Pout was like, no.
Yes, you guys were very effective.
Pout does one thing. He does it very well, and that is it.
So obviously we're stopping here for this week.
Yep.
Everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh. I was a little cranky in the middle when I was like, I can't hurt anyone, but I got over it.
Well, you remembered you can hurt us real bad next time. So.
I mean, Wash, I was still
Spent
taking
a lot of resources.
I was still taking...
No, that was the other thing.
I was still taking damage each time. It's just, I want to take the damage. I'm now at +8 damage.
I do have 1 nasty hit saved up.
Sorry, I need to back up because that is the wrong lighthouse card, and I need the old one back. There we go. That was attributes of winter. There we go.
Are you up for lawyery questions after this? Because
Yeah.
I do want to figure out how Arcane works, so I might stick around chat for a little bit.
Yes, no, and I would love to pull that curtain back a little bit.
Because I suspect it just means I can do more magic than just fire, and I don't have to be just fireball, only fireball.
But like...
So, hey, what did
Just
everybody
fireball.
learn this week? After, and remember that we started this session with deciding who lives and who dies.
Yep. Look, I'm keeping the memoirs of those who had them to deliver to their loved ones.
Yes.
Pout,
Assuming you survive, Nick.
I'm at full health right now.
as long as Pout will have felt some level of success, assuming he keeps every single one of these civilians alive.
You guys have been very effective at that.
I know. I was ready to go into it.
You've been this effective.
I was ready to go into a tirade saying, like, oh crap, the guys were going to die immediately. But no, because burning doesn't affect them. I'm actually being useful and not hurting them. Like, you've literally given me the perfect out for my character.
Wait, Out might have one good thing happen in his life?
Yes. In fact, the one good thing that has happened on this trip thus far wasn't the seasickness, wasn't meeting the sailors, it was Pout being set on fire so he can hit harder and not hurt the civilians. Literally, Pout's life is going up in flames again.
Based on what's coming, I have a feeling Pout will die before the adventure is over.
Oh, I'm confident. As long as the two people I'm with are alive. If they die with me, I'm going to look over and I'm just going to be like, I've failed again. And then I'm going to come back as a bitter level 4. I don't even know what bitters get at this point.
All right, going clockwise. Ziggy, what did you learn?
That's a good question. I learned that, being a higher rank has its privileges and also its pains, because boy, am I spending more sparks than I used to.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Nick?
Well, I do actually know how to swim. Although, for all things considered, Hunter feels like this mission is going relatively well so far. Boy, is that a foreboding statement, but she's feeling pretty good about what's currently, like... We've managed to get through. Pout's killing himself, but honestly, she's accepted that as normal at this point.
Oh, motherfucker. I forgot one thing. This feels like a dick move, but also I should do it. So a thing I forgot like 2 or 3 times is in part 2 of this challenge, when you guys hit an odd number on the total, you hit a mine.
Oh.
I would have tried scouting that because I knew they existed after the first time, but
No,
fair.
like you actually should have found it when you did your scouting spread, and I blanked on it entirely. The other thing is, it
I would have spent them on that.
yes, it probably. I have a feeling it would have gone off before you made that check. Is the other thing.
It's a question of would it have gone off during my free action or not.
Yeah. It would have gone off in the first cycle. Is the thing, because it's the first time you guys hit an odd total.
What would the damage have been?
Are you volunteering, Izzy?
I will retroactively make a spread from what is in my hand if that is what you want.
It's auto 2 wounds, Izzy.
Because I honestly, logically, should be the person who have triggered it.
It's auto 2 wounds.
Oh, if it was...
So,
Too late, Izzy. You volunteered. No.
Okay. Pout died, having completely failed.
I would have said that, like, I probably would have triggered it. But, well, I guess if Pout dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing. If it's...
It feels like a dick move bringing it up after the fact because I forgot about it.
I mean...
I'm willing to spend the fact that I saved Survivor in hand the entire time to reduce auto wounds, if you want to do that.
I mean, I'm willing to take it. The question is, does this hit me and the buddy?
Yeah, that's specifically why it's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Watch, can I say I have actually been saving a card for when something like that inevitably happens for me to take it?
Well, actually, the thing I'm leaning towards now is because Izzy did volunteer. Is Izzy takes the 2 hits because that means one of his mortals dies,
And he comes back as a bitter. I'm okay. If you guys want that, I'm okay with it.
I was literally saving a resource for this, but I'm fine with it if it makes sense story-wise.
Can you only use it on yourself or other people?
I can only use it on myself.
Oh, the detract wound card.
Yes, I had it in my hand since we hit landfall, and I've been saving it every turn for something like that.
Gotcha. It will be very useful, I promise.
Like I said, Izzy, I kind of want to take this because I was specifically saving this.
Okay,
but
take it.
Nick, I promise you'll be able to use it next time.
I mostly want to give Pout a good day and a chance to actually not be a bitter. Like, this is not mechanics, this is me as, like, Hunter and the player being like, Pout deserves one nice thing. One good day.
Pout doesn't get good days.
How many wounds does Pout have left?
2.
I closed out. Is it automatic 2 wounds to 1 player?
No, I have to split it between me and one of the buddies.
Yeah, because it's a mine going off.
Actually, how about we do that? How about we do this, Wash?
Is that an area effect, or is it specifically to a player and buddy?
It's specifically it's to a player, but the way player damage works is if you take more than 1, you have to split it.
Again, if
Gotcha.
it weren't for the fact that I was specifically saving a card is the only reason why I'm arguing.
Should we?
My bad. Here we go. Let's make it even simpler. This inflicts 2 wounds on the active Phoenix and 1 wound on the rest of the wing. 1 wound each on the rest of the wing.
I will absolutely play a Survivor to...
reduce the damage by 1 wound for any Phoenix who has the observation or scouting specialties.
I will... Hunter will totally try and save Pout from this if she can. Or...
Well, Pout's taking the 2 hits. I believe the observation and scouting. Right. So, and then 2 of the 3 of the rest of you each take a wound.
Can I reduce?
Sorry, I'm squeezing this in at the end.
Can I reduce one of the wounds on Pout from scouting, and then the rest of us take one?
No.
Since
Did
this,
somebody-
since
Nick,
one of
this
my-
is here so that an NPC dies. Let it happen.
I want to give Pout one good day.
Pout doesn't get good days.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that.
Yeah.
I will totally burn sparks to stop a wound from happening to me.
Okay.
All right. Can I just stay at 2 since I would have healed up at my turn?
Do you heal up at your turn?
He does.
Start of my turn. If I'm at 1, I go to 2.
Leave it at the 1 for right now because we're right because of the way things worked
Well,
out.
you're saying this would have happened well in the past is the only reason I'm asking.
That's true.
I feel like the mistake means you start at 1 wound feels fair, but
That's fine. I'll leave it at 1 then. It doesn't matter. So I have to decide who dies, Apprentice Sark or the Deckhand. So the Deckhand will be odds, and the Apprentice will be evens.
Bib.
That is a 17. Odds, I believe I said that was the Deckhand. Farewell. Pout's not allowed to have nice things.
That's okay. She can go see your wife now.
More sadness.
All right. So, after all of that, Eric, what did you learn?
First of all, could somebody move my wound because I thought we were done with session and exited?
Sure, I'll move your wound.
Oh, I got it.
Thanks. So meta, I learned that the laundry takes a lot longer here than I thought it did. I'll be on time next time. Sorry about that. With regards to character, I didn't realize Salamander made friends this easy, which is a fun thing to learn about him, considering he's grumpy, doesn't talk much. And it was really, really good to see Salamander do what Salamander does today. Because he had clear mission goals, and the mission was going well, and then all of the shit hit the fan, and then he got to do recon. It's been a good day for Salamander. He even got to set some stuff on fire.
Oh yeah.
You saw a clown jump in the way of an artillery strike aimed at you.
That one he's a little confused about. I think he's gonna have to spend some time unpacking.
I think somebody put that in the quotes.
Rebels will just lay a hand on Salamander's shoulder and say, wire the service.
And Salamander's like, I think that helps, but I don't think anything can help.
Gribbles understands.
Thank you, Gribbles.
So this one ended up being a little bit more from the book than I intended it to be, but still a good time. The extended skill mechanic is weird.
It's not
We
bad.
definitely messed it up a few times.
Yeah, well, that's half of what this game is about: experimenting and learning things about this cool system.
Can I say what Pout has learned now?
Oh yeah, I thought you went first. Did I screw that up?
Well, you did, but then we hit mines, so Pout has learned he can't have nice things.
Oh, okay.
I wanted Pout to have one nice thing, damn it.
He's not allowed.
You don't even try.
I tried!
Uh-huh.
I was trying to
Right.
make it so all of you would not have to, go through the craziness. Wait.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on my wife for a minute and then come back and talk about Arcane.
Oh, wait.
No, the specialty.
The specialty, not the
I mean, if you guys want
good.
to talk
that's
about
exciting.
Jinx, Silco,
Alright.
Vander, and all that.
I was gonna say,
feel
you
free
and
to
your
do
wife
so.
should watch it if you haven't watched, but...
I have
Yeah.
watched it. Yeah.
I'll
be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Bye, recording.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Oh, good night recording. I just realized I've got one card left in my deck, and I know what it is.
Nice. I've cycled my deck 3 times so far.
I think